your girl Jelly Shan. I'm back with another video today. As you guys can see, I am in a room. This is a blanket I have on. I literally just got it out the dryer. Y'all, it is freezing in my house. I am not over exaggerating. But anyways, today I am going to be talking about my journey with my breast reduction from start to finish. Okay, so guys, if you see like little white stuff like that or whatever, that's from the length on this blanket. Don't think I got flies in my fucking house because I don't even play like that. But anyway, let's get right into this video. Okay, so growing up, like my breasts been big as hell, like since I was like 12. Like my breasts really started like getting big when I was like 12 years old. But like around this age, my breast, it got all the way to like a G36. It was like, I literally was in my G's. My breast was like so big, y'all, I promise. I'd be like big at the top and real little at the bottom. And it's like, I was bad built. Like, I don't know, like it's like the titties didn't go with my body. So like, that wasn't a thing. Cause like, one thing about me, y'all, I promise you, I kept jackets on to try to hide them titties, baby. Them titties was still poking out. I had jackets on, baby. I had on 2 jackets, about 4 bras, trying to hold them down, y'all, I promise. And that was just so big, like. So yeah, I don't know. Even though they was big, like I was still like pulling niggas, but I really wasn't pulling niggas. Like they thought I was like a big girl, but when I step out the car, they see I got like little legs and like a big upper body. I ain't like that. So yeah, I had one day I was just like looking in the mirror and I was like, oh, I don't like this. Like don't get me wrong, like when I had my big breasts or whatever, some people that have big breasts, it was like easy for them to like say, oh, my back hurting, you know what I'm saying? They had like back problems. I didn't experience like back problems at all, but I experienced like my breast being so close, it'll start sweating and it'll start irritating me. So I knew there was a problem then. So I went to my grandma like a woman. I was like, can you look up some places on Google so I can be able to find out if I can get a breast reduction or not? She was like, you ready to get rid of your breasts? I was like, yes, I want to cut down some. I knew I was going to be a problem when I got them breasts, you know, cut down a little. So my mom had finally, yeah, it was literally like taking like months. But we finally had found somebody that can actually, you know, do it or whatever. So I had got in touch with the man or whatever. He scheduled me a day that I can come in. He can like take pictures and tell me how small he can get me to, this and the third. So I went the very first day, the day that he scheduled me. And then he was like taking pictures. He measured me. He said that you in a G cup, you in a 32G or whatever. He was asking me like, did it hurt or whatever. I was just like, I'm tired of them. You know, like they too close. It's sweaty. I can't run. Every time I run, it's like they knocking me out. Like, yeah, I promise you, I couldn't even get on a treadmill. And then, y'all, I danced all my life. And imagine in the stands, like, you know, dancing, and then your titties just knocking you out. But you trying to go hard because you know the crowd in front of you. And that's what you really like to do. It wasn't working for me. So, he was just like, I know you tired of them, this and that, third. He was like, I'm going to see if you can get approved for them so you can be able to get them. So, okay. I had to wait till I get approved. So it took like a month or 2. It wasn't long at all. So he called me I think it was that next month. And he was like, okay, your results came in, you approved for the breast reduction or whatever like that. So I was like, okay, like when can I have the procedure done? He said, you know, whatever day. It was, I think my procedure was in August. It had to be like August 15th, August 10th, I'm not sure. Okay, I had to take pills like around, I think it was like 5 that morning, if I'm not mistaken. It had to be 5 that morning. I had to take like some pills before I arrived. I took the pills or whatever, and I was already like drowsy. So I had we was making it down there, whatever. When we first made it to the hospital, he wanted to check and see like, did I smoke or whatever like that. So I peed in like a cup or whatever. He tested me. I didn't smoke or whatever like that. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So he was like, okay. So he put me in his room or whatever. My mom, my grandmother, and my cousin was with me. But he had put me in his room. It was like a regular emergency room. And then he had, all I remember is him telling me he's going to give me a shot or whatever. And he gave me a shot, and he put like some medicine in there or whatever like that. And he drew on my breast where he was going to, like, you know, cut it. So he was drawing on there. I was already drowsy because, you know, they would give me sleeping medicine. Y'all, when I tell you, they gave me so much medicine, and then I was just like seeing stuff, and it was like, you know, my body was doing it. And then he was like, can you hear me? I can't hear you like talking about it, but you can talk. And he's like, just relax your body, just stay calm. And then I remember him rolling me into this elevator. He rolled me on there or whatever. And then she laid me on a stretcher. She was like, the woman was talking to me. I guess she wanted me to like forget about me getting a surgery. Like, girl, you can't play me. Like, I already watched YouTube videos. I already heard like experience. They're gonna try to talk to you, and then I ain't gonna see you no more. Like, and when I wake up, it's gonna be morning or something. Like, you can't play me, baby. So the girl was asking me, she was like, what school are you going to? This me playing along. I already know where you going at. Like, I already know I'm about to go to sleep. So I was like, I'm going to Grambling or whatever like that. I'm excited. She was like, you excited? I was like, yes, ma'am. She said, how old are you? Y'all, I promise you, before she say how old are you? All I'm hearing is, how old are you? You. I ain't see her no more. Like, everything was, she was gone. Like, after that, I was blanked out. And then I just remember like waking up and my mom and them like, oh my God, like, Jayla, let me see. But I'm looking at them, but I keep falling asleep. So like I'm not noticing or whatever. And then next thing you know, like when I got the conscious to like actually like, you know, build my strength up to like actually see everybody in the room and notice that the procedure was over, I was still like out of it though. And I was like, oh my God, I ain't got no tears. And I just bust out crying. I'm gonna insert some pictures of how like everything was. I'm not gonna insert like stuff I know I'm not supposed to put in the clip, but I'm gonna put some pictures at the end of the video. So yeah. I had staples in my back. I didn't realize that I had staples until like maybe the 6th day. And I had to also go home with drains. So my best advice to y'all, I think y'all should like make sure like you have like a support system. My support system, it was like wonderful. Like, and then I didn't like, it was just like, I didn't really need anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was there and stuff. But future references, like, I wasn't able to walk for like 2 weeks. I had got laid off of work for 6 weeks. He told me to wear something loose. So I had like loose clothes. I didn't even have my clothes on. I actually had on my grandmother clothes. So yeah, and I had to wear a gown. Like, that's what I brought. Like, after you have your breast reduction or whatever, make sure you get like gowns. Like, that's the only thing you're gonna be able to put on. Like, you can't lift up. It's like a C-section if you ever had kids. I haven't had kids, but A lot of people say that's similar to that. So the cuts, I mean, I have, like, my cuts are horrible right now. I literally hate my cuts. So I'm not putting my cuts now in the, like, I'm not putting it in there. It ain't even like camera ready. Like, I hate the cuts. But I'm very thankful that I was able to get the breast reduction, because it's like a big relief. Here are my breasts right now. They so little, but y'all, I promise you, they were so big. I'm gonna insert a before and after picture, y'all. Them titties was weighing me down. I promise y'all, they were so big. Like, I'm telling y'all, my back was like this. I'm serious. I'm not over exaggerating. I was a big girl at the top, girl. And when I tell you I looked at like a shrimp at the bottom, I'm telling you, it was just too much, girl. Your girl had to get it cut off. Like, I wasn't messing with it. But anyway, I think my experience was good. I guess if I was to rate it a 1 through 10, my cuts, a -0. But like the experience, as far as like me loving it, I think a 10. Like, I love my results. Like, I'm so happy that I was able to get a breast reduction. Like, it was a big relief. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna insert the pictures. I don't think I'm leaving anything else out. I had to draw blood or whatever like that. That's it. Literally before you get the breast reduction, they're gonna give you a list of directions of what to do and what not to do, what to eat and what not to eat. You gotta literally starve for you to get that medicine. Anesthesia, something like that. Anesthesia, I don't really know. But you gotta starve that night. Can't eat. If you eat, you won't be able to do the procedure. But see, y'all, they big as fuck right here. They was so big. I was still snatching niggas with them. I went to a C32. These are my stitches. Whenever it was starting to get old, the tape was starting to like move. So yeah. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another banger.